I was finally able to watch Goosebumps episode 10, so here's my spoiler review on the episode and the entire show as a whole, because after the episode, I will review the show. So if you have not seen either one of those, go watch basically the entire show, come back to this video, and here's my spoiler review. In my previous review, I said that episode 9 felt like it would be the start of a season 2. Just because of how things ended off and how things started with that episode, it made it seem like that it was leading into like a season 2 storyline that they could have told and really extended it out and really made a season 2. That was my review on the last episode, so I wanted this finale to... There was either two things this finale was going to do, either rush everything or surprise me and really wrap this story up. Which one did it do? It did the second one. It really surprised me and really wrapped this story up. I do not think this show needed to be a season 2 now. I completely changed my mind on that now. I do not feel like this entire season needed to be split into a season 2. It now officially has this full story with Slappy's arc and all these characters' arc as a whole as well. And it just has this story with Slappy that they're just telling throughout the entire season that this episode just reveals. And I really liked how things really closed off with everything for this episode, and how Slappy's story just came full circle and fully just wrapped up, and everything just worked with it. I mean, it has its problems, but for the most part, what it was trying to accomplish, it wrapped up everything very smoothly. And I felt like it ended off the story with these characters in a nice way. And it also had that classic Goosebumps twist at the end, like always. And now, when they do make a season 2, I wonder if they're going to continue these characters or they're going to tell a new story. I see them telling a new story because season 1, you have that classic Goosebumps twist in there. And then, normally, R.L. Stine never touches on it again. So, when they do make a season 2, I'm hoping that it's entirely new set of characters, but I'm also curious on how they will do that now, because basically the story of all this stuff is basically wrapped up. So I'm curious of how that would work if they do a season 2. But yeah, I felt like this episode really wrapped up everything and made everything work together in the long run. Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode of Goosebumps. Now that I have reviewed the episode, let's review the entire season as a whole. And I feel like this entire season of Goosebumps, I wonder what it's like binging it, because I only binged the first 5 episodes because that's how it was released. So if you did binge the entire show, I'm wondering what your thoughts are. So please comment down below your thoughts. But I wonder how the show will work on the binge, because I feel like you will like the show more if you binged it. Just of how every episode is just made together, I feel like it just works better as a binge instead of weekly watch. But on my preference from watching the last 5 episodes weekly, I enjoyed it. It has its flaws, like episode 7, I think. Yeah, I think it was episode 7 where they were trapped in the book. I felt like that was the worst episode of the entire season. Just everything to do with that didn't really work. I felt like the jokes were dumb in that episode, and there was just dumb dialogue, and not much happened because, you know, they're really limited in space. That was just, in my opinion, the worst episode of the entire season. But other than that episode, I feel like this show moved really smoothly and like never skipped a beat, and just always had this continuous character development, while also having those first 5 episodes of Goosebumps, having it based on each individual story, setting up these characters for this payoff in episode 10, the finale, that's what we got, and ending it off with the classic Goosebumps plot twist. Well, not plot twist, just an ending twist. So yeah, I did like this. I did like the season of Goosebumps. Now, I do think the original show is better. Obviously, I do not think that's for debate. The original show is better, but I do think it. I do think then it is followed by this show, and then obviously those two movies. So yeah, that would be my ranking from best to worst. Yeah, I did really enjoy this show, and if I don't think they need to do a season 2, but if they do, I'll watch it. So again, obviously I do recommend Goosebumps, and out of 10, I give it a 7 out of 10, just because there were a couple moments where it was slow, and since I watched it weekly, I feel like I didn't have that full experience that I needed. But I enjoyed it. Could have been a little bit better, but yeah, that was my review on Goosebumps. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. Follow my letterboxd called The Codeman Movie, and I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.